Did the devil want the ability to have immortality and to produce his own offspring? According to many interpretation personally about the devil and becoming powerful to defeat God, the answer is yes. In some religious traditions, especially certain Islamic interpretations, Iblis/Shaitan is said to have offspring, though how that offspring comes about is not clearly specified. In demonology and folklore, there are also stories of demons or incubi being associated with seduction or spawning more demons, but those are legend and not settled religious fact. Yes, ancient Egypt had several female rulers, and some are considered female pharaohs. The best known examples are Sobekneferu, generally regarded as the first confirmed female pharaoh, Hatshepsut, one of the most famous and powerful female pharaohs who ruled for nearly 20 years, Cleopatra VII, the last active pharaoh of Egypt. Is transgender being pushed in the world? What the evidence shows. Some policy and advocacy groups do work internationally to expand protections for transgender people, including anti-discrimination rules, health access, and diplomatic pressure on governments with harsh laws. At the same time, researchers describe a broader global conflict over gender rights, where gender has become a focal point in culture war politics across countries. Is there a spike in illegal drugs? Yes, there can be a real problem with drink or drug spiking, including substances sometimes used in sexual assault cases. But the evidence does not clearly show a single global spike everywhere. Yes, there appear to be slightly more trans women than trans men, but the gap is small and depends a lot on how the data was collected. More recent U.S. estimates also show the numbers are fairly close, with trans women at 38.5% and trans men at 35.9% of the transgender community. In the U.S., the latest estimate is that about 2.8 million people aged 13 and older identify as transgender, which is about 1% of that population. For adults only, the estimate is over 2.1 million. If you want a practical figure, a cautious survey-based global estimate often cited is roughly 1% to 2% of the population identifying as transgender or gender diverse, which on an 8+ billion world population would imply on the order of 80 to 160 million people, but this should be treated as an approximation, not a precise count. Does people believe the devil's female? Yes, some people do believe the devil is female, but that is not a universal belief. In many Christian traditions, the devil is treated as male or as a sexless spiritual being, while some myths, folk traditions, and modern interpretations imagine female or genderless forms. How many 1% to 1 U.S. adults gay? Recent estimates with roughly 3 million of the adults. How many gays in the estimates range from 2% to 10 global, which would be 1 to 800 million worldwide on the used. Is Bibles? Bible is a real, the Codex Gigas. It's a large, famous for its illustrations why it earned that did cast them heaven or is the Bible does Satan at heaven with Bible's existence, tradition, and events, the devil theology. Devil is as a being, angel who fell from became once God being, the devil evil points, the devil's works, the devil is being to defy her power.